Hey guys, it's Kathy. I hope you're doing well. Oh man, what a day. It's been a day, guys, and let me tell you. But it's cool because even when we have days, we don't have days like these people that we're about to watch. Just makes us feel better even when we have these days. I have two parts of family, like I'm sure you all do. You have, the drama people, the other side, and you have the normal people. And the drama people got me today. They got me good, and I usually just stay away. I just don't get involved. But they brought it into my home today. And then Fozzie's taking all these naps, and that's all I wanted to do. I just needed to nap. But no, 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 no. No, no. My family had different plans. But at least my day wasn't like these people that we're about to watch. Oh man, we have. I mean, some of them are a little sad, um, but they're they're just crazy, crazy court cases. What else can we ask for? Parents find out kids are expensive in custody. I mean, in support cases, and I mean parents, not men. Both of them. They both find out how expensive kids are. Hey guys, in chat, everybody's popping in. Yay! You guys were awesome yesterday. You guys delivered. You understood the assignment and you delivered. Everybody said happy birthday to Carolyn yesterday. Everybody. It was so good. Even in the comments, it was so good. I hope she had a great day. She'll be by, I'm sure of it. So, if you guys know of anything, I need something. And I've not been able to find something that I like that's suitable, but maybe one of you know. I need a software program that alerts you when a website starts to stream. There she is. Hi, Carolyn. Hi, Megadeth. So, like when a website starts to stream, not a YouTube. I don't need a YouTube notification. I need a website. Like if a website starts to stream a video, I need a software program that tells me that, and I just haven't been able to find anything that I like. But maybe one of your smarticle particles out there knows something interesting for me. If you do, let me know. If you don't, that's fine. I'll figure it out. So where are we going first? Oh, I didn't put them in order. See, I have a routine. And I put everything in. Everything has to be in order. And I didn't do it today because I'm telling you, I had a day. I had a day. So let's go with something real short. Oh, this one right here. Okay, we're going back to mini haha. We're going to mini haha because this guy has actually found the greatest defense. Nothing wicked, weird happens in this one, except for the greatest defense ever. The one that you can't get past. Here we go.
Mr. Jackson, you're here charged in CRI 24-3163 with hit and run, death, or injury. It is a Class 6 felony, punishment up to 2 years in prison and or a $4,000 fine. Open alcoholic beverage container accessible in vehicle, Class 2 misdemeanor, punishment up to a $500 fine and or 30 days in jail. Understand the charges against you, the maximum punishments possible.
Yes.
Mr. Jackson, I've been handed an application for court-appointed counsel. Did you fill that out here today?
Yes.
Is the information contained in it true to the best of your abilities?
Yes.
Is that your signature on this document?
Yes.
I've reviewed your application. I find that you do qualify. I will appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you.
We will accept that appointment. Wait for the reading and advising.
Thank you, Mr. Van Buren. State's position on bond.
State is requesting $2,000 cash only bond. The defendant here had open beer containers in his vehicle. He ran over his neighbor after an argument. Looks like he does have another pending DUI and is currently on conditions for that, which he is not following. Prior conviction for failure to stop in an accident. When the defendant was placed under arrest, he stated that he ran the guy over and he laughed. So given the serious nature of the charges here, the state believes cash bond's appropriate as well as a no contact order with the victim.
Thank you, Ms. Licken.
All that's lies.
Okay, Mr.
Yes,
Jackson.
Don't want to say anything.
All right, Mr.
There we
Van
go.
Buren.
Yes, Your Honor, I guess we'd ask the court consider a PR bond here. I would note that it seems that Mr. Jackson was found on, essentially at the scene. So I'm not sure where the allegation that he hit and ran comes from. Also, he's not charged with DUI here. He's charged with open container, but there's no indication in the report that he's that he was intoxicated. Further, I don't see where it's specified what, I guess, injuries occurred here. I would note that Mr. Jackson, on the PSA sheet, indicates that he has 0 prior failures to appear, 0 violent convictions on his record, does have a 3.5 PSA score. So, Your Honor, based on that, we'd ask the court consider a PR bond here.
Thank you, Mr. Van Buren. Mr. Jackson, you know what the 24/7 program is?
Excuse me?
Do you know what the 24/7 program is?
Not really. What is it?
Okay, 24/7 program is, I would make it a condition of your bond that you don't consume any alcohol, and I would require you to come down here twice daily to the building or to the office connected to this jail, take a PBT. That PBT would need to read all 0. So I'm telling you not to consume alcohol, but we're also monitoring your consumption of alcohol. Would you be agreeable to participating in that program?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because I have significant concerns about your alcohol consumption in relation
Your
to
Honor.
driving. I see that there are several other open containers on your record that are pretty recent in time and some other hit and runs. So I'll do a PR bond based on these facts, but I'm gonna put you on 24/7. This will be a PR bond, condition good behavior, stay in contact with your lawyer, make all court appearances, no alcohol, 24/7, scram, PBT testing, or remote breath testing. Do you understand those?
Do I got to pay for this?
You do have to pay for it. Do you understand those conditions, sir?
Yes, I do.
All right, we'll schedule your case for a 45-day preliminary hearing. Thank you. Cassandra Wake.
Oh, he was intoxicated. Listen, I don't know him at all, but you can trust me on this one. When he tried to run his neighbor over, he was intoxicated. But then he pulls out, he's intoxicated right now. Then he pulls out the my cousin Vinny defense. Everything she said was bullshit. Oh, man. I don't know what this clip is, so hopefully it's not bad. But it's in my list. So at some point in my life, I thought you guys would enjoy this. So here we go.
And assault hospital
Okay,
personnel.
hold on. So you know how when Judge Fleischer, when he says, you know, how is your case going upstairs? So I guess downstairs is where they do the lesser of. You know, Judge Fleischer doesn't get murderers every day. Well, this is upstairs. I got Harris County upstairs. And nothing crazy happens here either. But this is what they do upstairs all day, every day.
Out of the same transaction. Officers dispatched to an assault in progress at a strip club. He made contact with complainant Lopez, who stated the defendant confronted her about laughing, then kicked and punched her multiple times, causing her to feel pain. Witness, who was an employee at the location, corroborated this complainant's statements. Defendant was arrested during transport to JPC. Defendant began banging her head against the patrol vehicle, causing injuries to her face. At JPC, the defendant refused officers' commands and had to be held inside by detention officers. While on the way inside of JPC, defendant a detention officer's knee, causing him to feel pain. Defendant was then rejected from JPC due to the injury she sustained banging her head on the patrol vehicle. She was transported to the hospital. Upon arrival to the hospital, officers met with complainant who is a nurse. Multiple officers had to assist the defendant into the hospital due to her behavior. While the defendant was being placed on a stretcher, she kicked a nurse in the face, causing her to feel pain. No in-county history, Judge. And then for her out-of-county, it appears that she has 7 open cases.
7?
A terroristic threat, a resisting arrest, criminal trespass, assault of a peace officer, assault family member, resisting arrest, and terroristic threat, peace officer.
Now, what are these out of? What county?
Let me double check, Judge. Laredo? I don't know if that's the county.
Moreno? Alright. Are there any arguments from your side?
Judge, I'd like to let the court know that my client is a young lady, a 22 years old with 2 kids that she's the primary caretaker of. She does have a high school diploma and that she does not have anything pending or any convictions out of this county. She does have a place to reside here and she is employed. So with that being said, I'd like to remind the court that she's indigent and consider all that and consider her bond. I'd like to keep them the same, Judge. I think two $10,000 bonds is more than sufficient for somebody who's unable to make those as is.
Ma'am, do not pick up any new law violations or drugs or alcohol rather than your analysis. Do not leave outside of Harris County or the contiguous counties unless you've been granted for permission. Absolutely no guns or knives or ammunition. The safest file was called a no contact order, ma'am, because since you were being stated is that you're to have absolutely no contact with the alleged complaining witnesses. That means just that do not call, do not text, do not send any messages directly or indirectly. You should have absolutely no contact with the alleged complaining witnesses. The no contact order, ma'am, do not expire until your cases have been completely disposed of. Counsel, with respect to your argument that 2 bonds at $10,000 are sufficient, I do find that these bonds are insufficient with Ms. Moreno having 7 open cases out of Moreno. And I believe one of the 7 is another assault, allegedly assault of public servant.
That's correct, Judge.
And what is the other, can you give me the other 6, please?
Sure, Judge. So it's a regular terroristic threat, and then a terroristic threat of a peace officer, 2 resisting arrest, an AFM, and then an assault of a peace officer.
So, as it relates to cause number 1866892, assault of public servant, of course, going to set that bond at 40,000. Cause number 1866891, assault of hospital personnel, hospital property injury, of course, going to set that bond at 40,000. I'm just concerned with the 7 open cases.
Defense understands, Judge.
Okay. And I don't think I also said, ma'am, GPS monitoring, like, I don't know if I said that, but 24 hours is what if you're working, if you have employment, or you're looking for employment, provide a study with your attorney as well as well, and the court will allow you to go back and forth, okay? Thank you.
So she got $80,000 in bail that she has to put up. When I've seen, murderers in McConaughey's court that get 10,000. She didn't murder anybody. She just beat a whole bunch of people up. Police, nurses, though I think anybody who hurts a nurse should get no bail ever. Period. None. And doggies, no bail. All right, let's get this one over with. This was a little sad. But it's also very weird.
Yes, sir. Where are you? I can hear you, but I can't see you. And with the mother,
Yeah, I'm heading outside.
I can see her, but I can't hear her. You're muted, ma'am.
Hello. Can you hear me now?
There we go. Yes, I can hear both of you and I can see both of you. Okay, so we're here for modification. Support is assigned, yes?
It is, Your Honor.
And ma'am, you're getting cachet, but you also work, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe
Right now.
it's disability, Your Honor. Paid family leave, I think. Is that correct, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay. And
So, Your Honor,
what is that for?
It's to care for my daughter because they suffered an accident and it resulted in my son passing away as well, and she got injured.
That's this child? No, this is your son.
Yeah.
So-
My son is the one that passed away, and my daughter is the one that suffered injuries.
So
Oh, I'm
Alexander,
sorry, you're right. Yeah. The Alexander's not checked. This is just for Jasmine.
right.
Okay. And is Jasmine with the mother 100% of the time, sir?
Mhm.
Mr. Cooper?
She wasn't, but Jari committed perjury last court date and then kept them from me to get more child support, apparently, so that she wouldn't have to lie to court once I told the truth. So yes, as of now, she is abiding by the no contact order that we have and
That's all I need.
keeping
that's all I
Jasmine
need.
from me.
Are you working?
I am not. I actually, because of the passing of our son, I have not been in the right headspace to work. I have tried and everything, and yeah, I not doing well. Not working. I'm on. I applied for cash aid and food stamps.
You don't have
I'm
any
trying
of
to
the
traverse
children though,
getting
right?
unemployment right now.
Oh, you are getting unemployment now?
No, I am trying to figure that out because I have a mental illness, that chronic paranoid schizophrenia, that stops me from doing a lot of things that stops me from doing a lot of things out of fear and lack of knowledge.
One thing that I would suggest that you do, and that is to contact the Sacramento Employment and Training Agency, because they do have resources that, if nothing else, just a referral to the Department of Rehabilitation.
Yeah, I'm actually seeking out the access team to help with my mental stability right now because I recently got off SSI to work because I was pretty much told that I'm not a man if I don't work, and using SSI to cope after almost being murdered by police and the other traumas in my life pretty much was looked down on and frowned on as not a role model father figure. So after this and trying to work, I'm going to seek help for my mental health through the access team and see what I can get for my own personal health after all of this.
Ms. Foster.
And also, I was wondering the whole perjury thing. I had called around to try to make claims about it through the cops, through the DA, through everything, and they said I have to speak to the courts about it. So
Not this court, because I didn't make those orders.
yeah, no. I mean, somebody witnessed last trial or last court date, and I'm pretty sure it was held in this courtroom and everything. So I mean, the district attorney, I guess, is right there.
The only thing I do is support.
I get it. That I'm actually referring to the district attorney, I guess.
They don't
Because
appear.
I don't know who to talk to about it. I tried to call the police. I tried to call district attorneys. I tried to call everybody and talk about it, and they are not entertaining the fact that I did have care of my kids and that the mother of the kids lied about that when I had told the truth, and then personally punished me for telling the courts the truth and telling the child support the truth.
Were you present for the last hearing?
I actually was not. I got there I signed in right after, they had concluded the custody hearing that they had. I was locked up because of going over to her spot after being invited, and 3 days before the hearing, I got locked up pretty much and was not able to attend the custody hearing. They did not take me to it while being incarcerated, so I never got to speak on that and deal with that.
Was that in 2020?
And I was told that after I complete my probations and domestic violence classes, that Yari would be able to, because she tried to before, get it to peaceful contact, but because of personal vendettas after completing all my probations and everything, that did not happen. And yeah, I need, since I was paying child support when I had jobs and all that, working for Scott Seafood and Chili's, I was wondering about visitations and supervised visits, I guess, with my daughter, and the orders being amended to peaceful contact in the wake of this tragedy, because it has prevented me from being there for my daughter and helping her cope and grieve with our loss.
And you would have to talk to a custody judge about that. That's not me.
Okay, and how do you have any reference of how I would get mediation for that?
Yeah, you have to file
Is
a
there
request
anything-
for order and file that with the court. You'd be referred to mediation and you would be given a court date. You can
Okay,
get some
thank you.
assistance from the self-help center on the first floor of the building if you can come in, or online.
I went in there and I broke down and had to leave twice because I'm doing all this by myself.
Okay. So is she, by the way.
Yeah, she's got a lot more support right now and everything. GoFundMe's, my taxes, her taxes. You know, the cope or the mental stability, knowing that she's there, making sure that Jasmine's safe, even though I had to get a welfare check done a couple weeks ago because she hit my daughter with the walker when I visited my daughter.
Again, you continue to talk about custody issues that I can't help you with. So with regard to child support, you're not working, so I will place you on a seek work order. So you
Place
do
me
need
on
to
a,
start-
what was that, sir?
I'm going to place you on an order to seek work.
Yeah, I'm actively doing that. I had my third interview for Peisner Energy yesterday, and yeah, I am actively doing that.
Okay. Then we need to come back for a seek work compliance review and a financial review.
July 8th.
July 8th, 2024, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So when you come back, you need to either be in person or video.
Yes, sir.
What you're doing today is fine. So DCSS is going to send you contact logs. You need to write down all the places you're looking for work. The order is going to contain a copy of the formal seek work order. It's a minimum of 10 applications a week, 2 of which need to be in person. Register with the Sacramento Employment and Training Agency and comply with their recommendations. And we will see where we are.
So even though I'm seeking through mental health because I've been on SSI and
If you get
permanently
something
disabled in
from-
the past.
If you get something from
I
mental
have
health
to-
that tells you that you're unable to work, provide that information to DCSS.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay.
Your
So,
Honor, do
yeah.
you mind including the medical documentation language? So if father submits medical documentation, we would prefer it be on letterhead from his doctor specifying whether or not he's able to work.
Yeah, after being murdered by the police, my son being dead, and all that other stuff, I've tried to work, but I'm not in the right headspace. So I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
We just need the
I
medical.
heard you. That's why I said I appreciate you asking for the medical, information with detail. I appreciate that. I know what you were talking about, ma'am. I was
And
talking
she
about what you
wants
were
to
talking
make
about.
sure that it's on the doctor's letterhead so that it's not just, on lined paper.
Yeah, no, I'll try to get in touch with Balboa Navy Mental Hospital and HRC and the Laurel Creek Wellness Center and other doctors that I have seen, I guess advanced psychiatry out here in Folsom as well, to get documentation
Yeah, well, at this point, you have a
And the
recent
access
trauma
team.
that they're gonna want to evaluate, so you need to get in and see them to do that, to find out what your current headspace is. So, good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
We will see you in July.
And what was, it was July 8th, you said?
Yes, 1 o'clock.
At 1 o'clock, okay. Thank you,
Okay.
everybody in the
All right.
court.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I'm sorry I said I had a bad day after that one. The mother didn't even talk. Now that's not normal in this courtroom. Let me tell you. That's because this is all about child support. So whether she's getting it or paying it, the mothers always talk. Always. The fathers don't always talk. But I don't know. He says that he can't work, but then he has his third job interview. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. He had a lot going on. A lot going on. He needs to figure out perjury and being in jail and I don't know if he's going to get a doctor's note. I mean, with his story, he should. I mean, he should. Who knows? But they still have a child left, and that child still needs to eat and have clothes and da 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 da. So I don't know. I don't know about that one. Let's go back to Minnehaha. Because I love Minnehaha. No one is named Mr. Pooh today, though. I'm sorry. I don't get to pick the names, guys. There's no Pooh today.
Cassandra Wakeman.
Cassandra Pooh.
Ms. Wakeman, you're here charged in CRI 24-3178 with two counts of domestic abuse, aggravated assault. Those are class 3 felonies, punishment up to 15 years in prison and or a $30,000 fine. 1 count of driving under the influence, 6 or subsequent offense. It's a class 4 felony, punishment up to 10 years in prison and or a $20,000 fine. Mandatory license revocation for 3 years. If your prior 6 convictions are within 15 years, there's a 6-year mandatory minimum prison sentence. Reckless driving, driving with a revoked license, those are class 1 misdemeanors, punishment up to a $2,000 fine and or 1 year in the county jail. Open alcoholic beverage container accessible in vehicle, class 2 misdemeanor, punishment up to a $500 fine and or 30 days in jail. Do you understand the charges against you and the maximum punishments possible?
Yeah,
Ms. Wakeman, I've been handed an application for court-appointed counsel. Did you fill that out here today?
I did.
Information contained in it true to the best of your abilities.
It is.
Is that your signature on this document?
It is.
I've reviewed your application. I find that you do qualify. I will appoint the public defender's office to represent you.
And we will accept that appointment, wait for the reading and advising.
Thank you, Mr. Van Buren. State's position on bond.
State is requesting $10,000 cash only, no contact with the victim, no driving without a valid driver's license and insurance, and 24/7 if she's released. The defendant has a terrible driving history, including but not limited to the prior DWI convictions. Looks like there's several arrests for driving without a license or driving while revoked or suspended. But most importantly here, these are serious allegations. On May 3rd, 2024, law enforcement received a report that a vehicle driven by the defendant had tried to run over a male in the roadway. The reporting party stated that female driver tried to run over the male pedestrian. When the reporting party went to check on the male stated that she tried to hit him. Reporting party also stated that the female then backed up in an aggressive manner, trying to hit the reporting party's vehicle. She then ended up in a ditch, and that's when law enforcement arrived and made contact with the parties. The defendant had an odor of alcohol coming from her person. Her eyes were glassy and her speech was thick and slurred. She refused the PBT but did admit to drinking. Prior DWIs are from 2018, 2016, 2014, 2008, and 2001. Looks like there was also an arrest for simple assault domestic in 2009. State believes that the defendant is a danger to the community and that cash bond is appropriate.
Thank you, Ms. Licka. And Mr. Van Buren.
Yes, Your Honor, we'd ask that the court consider either a lower cash surety bond, if not a PR bond here. I would note that Ms. Wakeman presents to the court with a 3.3 PSA score. That sheet indicates no prior violent convictions, and Ms. Wakeman is 51 years old, so I do think that is significant. Also indicates that she's had no recent failures to appear. She indicates that she would be willing to do the 24/7 program if she'd be able to do that in either, or I guess in Moody County. She does have an address there in Flandre that she provided with us with, also a phone number and an email address. Indicates that she's been employed for the past 5 years, working for the Flandre tribe as a custodian. It sounds like she's lived in the area for her entire life, does have extended family here as well. So, Your Honor, based on her lack of history and significant ties to the community, we again ask that the court set bond either at a lower cash or surety amount, if not a PR bond with a 24/7 condition. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. And taking into consideration the facts here, the facts of this case start with a third-party reporting party indicating that a car driven by Ms. Wakeman is alleged to have tried to run over an individual on 2 separate occasions. When law enforcement are dispatched, they arrive on scene. Ms. Wakeman is found in the ditch, purportedly under the influence of alcohol. She has 5 prior DUI convictions. I will admit that the most recent in time, or that is from 2018, so quite a bit older, but the prior convictions coupled with the idea that this is a reporting party indicating that Ms. Wakeman was attempting to run over the alleged victim in this case, I do think the bond request is appropriate. I think Ms. Wakeman presents as a danger to the community, even with her moderate PSA score of 3.3. This will be $10,000 cash only. Condition: good behavior, stay in contact with your lawyer, make all court appearances, no contact with Brian Waddell, no alcohol, no driving without a valid license or insurance. If you do post that bond 24/7, PBT testing, remote breath testing, or scram. Do you understand those conditions, ma'am?
But I can't use a bondsman?
You can't use a bondsman.
Okay.
We'll schedule this for a 15-day preliminary hearing. Thank you.
So she heard the first man tried to run over some guy, and she said, "Hold my beer. Hold my beer. I'm going to do it twice." And she did. She tried to do it twice. I don't know what we learned today. I think what we learned today is if you ever go to Minnehaha, South Dakota, just stay in your car, guys. Don't get out of your car because people try to run you over. My son just got in a car accident in Boston, Julie Cat. Not bad, but the way they drive in Boston is crazy. Just like all major cities, New York and Philly. And the streets are like curved in places, and he was trying to pull out of a parking space on a curve, and he didn't see the car coming. And yeah, now my insurance is going to go up, but that's okay. Oh, Heather, no problem. Absolutely no problem. Look, legal fiction's here. Everybody behave. You know how he gets. You know, yes, Minnehaha. I think they pronounce it Minnehaha, though. That's how she pronounces it anyway, Minnehaha, which is just sad because it's spelled Minnehaha, which is why I love going there. Look, you don't run people over in Minnehaha. It's a happy town. Ha ha. All right. Let's see how expensive kids are. This poor guy. Oh, man.
And she'll be. Hello, Mr. Sherman.
What's going on, Your Honor?
Oh, wait. Real quick. We want to Google something. This one. Let's get his name. Fozzie, I hope you're ready because I'm about to play his name. Here we go.
Yes, sir.
Where are you?
Okay.
I can hear you, but I can't see
I
you.
can do
and
better
with the
than
mother,
this.
Yeah, I'm heading
I'm
outside.
gonna
I
do
can
better
see her,
than
but I
this,
couldn't. I
'cause it
can't
doesn't
hear
say
her.
it in the
You're
video.
muted, ma'am.
Hello.
Can you hear me now?
There we
Oh,
go.
Hold
Yes.
Hold on. I'm gonna get his name for you. Oh, this is gonna be hard. Okay. All right. You know what? While I look for his name, I'm gonna put on this other one, and then I'll find his name.
Senator Shielby.
They are attached, so they.
Hello, Mr. Sherman.
What's going on, Your Honor?
But I
Just
was.
working away. I don't know who else you got there in the room with you, but hopefully they're leaving.
I could go into another room. I'm just in here charging up my computer because it was dying.
No, make them go away. You wouldn't get away with that, would you?
Nah.
And this is for Ms. Sherman. Oh, there she goes. Say hello, Ms. Sherman.
Hello.
So a little late, but you've been waiting long enough.
So Your Honor, first I would have
Well, hold on. First of all, Ms. Sherman, I'm a commissioner. I'm sitting as an assigned temporary judge. You weren't here for the roll call, so you didn't hear all of this. If you object to me sitting as an assigned temporary judge, you need to object now at the beginning of the hearing. If you do object, I'll still conduct the hearing, but I would make findings and recommendations, and those would be sent to the supervising family law judge, and that person would enter the order. So do you have any objection to my sitting as an assigned temporary judge? Not hearing any, then we will proceed. Can you raise your right hand, Ms. Sherman? You're frozen. Is your right hand up? Okay. There, she's back. Say hello.
Hello.
Okay, can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I swear.
Okay. So we are here in your case for a modification and for credits.
So Your Honor, as to the credits, I'm not sure that's appropriate. So the current order, it looks like, was based on 50% timeshare. It's hard for me to tell though, because we don't have the minute order and there's no guideline calc attached. I believe the court deviated.
What's the date of the order?
We're showing 2/20/20.
Okay.
I also wanted to apologize to the court. We filed this in the 22 DV, but it looks like it should have been in the 18 FS. I'm not sure why we did that.
All right, who's beeping? Oh, is the prior order in the family support
FS.
case?
Yeah, it's in the FS actually.
Okay, do we have the family support file for that one? Is that the 18 FS case number?
Correct.
So 00119. Do you want to switch it over?
The motion?
Michael.
Yeah, the calculation.
I can move the calculation.
I can change the caption.
Okay, then sure.
And actually, it's father is the petitioner and mother is the respondent in the family support case. Apparently. Yeah, this comes from the state of Hawaii. Okay, and so let's get back to the order. There's the 500. It is a deviation. Oh, it was a stipulation. That was the basis for the deviation.
Okay.
500 unallocated. So is support now assigned?
Yes.
Okay. And are the children now, it looks like we're down to 2 children? Or is it there are only 2 children that are on aid with the mother? Because we still do have 4 children.
There's 4 children. So Your Honor, we ran 2 calculations. The father said 64% timeshare with him. The mother said 50%. So when I ran at 64, I did head a household 5 and single 1. When I ran it with 50-50, I did head a household 3 for each of them, which I'm assuming is what you're referring to.
No, actually, the one I'm looking at says head of household 2 for,
Okay, I just resaved them in the 18FS. Is that the one you're looking at?
no, let me go back to that.
I thought that's what you said to do.
Yeah, I did.
Don't worry, guys. They start talking soon.
And are you, you go by Alan now, Ashley, or?
Alan?
I just was looking at the calculation. It said Ashley Allen. You're
No.
sure?
I think we have Robinson, Your Honor. Our system shows Robinson. Is that correct, ma'am?
What's your last name, Ashley?
Sherman.
Okay. That ends that discussion. And so, oh, now we got all 4 kids. Okay. And so, ma'am, you say that it's equal custody?
Yes.
What's the
But not really.
switch date? Is it week by week?
So far, yeah, it's been kind of week by week.
For
So
one
like I
whole
will get
week.
them maybe on a Thursday or something like that and keep them till another Thursday. Like currently I have them and then I plan to keep them till Thursday and then he's getting them.
Is that right, Mr. Sherman?
No.
It's not what what I wanted is what she kind of put on me recently.
That's
Okay.
what, okay.
No, end of discussion. I got what I need.
We were in my apartment last year and they've
Together?
been with me. No, me and the kids. They've
Oh.
been with me Monday through Friday for sure. I get them to school. And then she was getting them when she would get them last year. And then just recently in February, I lost my apartment to a fire. And so that's why I've kind of been like, I really don't have a choice here. I need you to get them a little bit more. And she's been doing it for a week.
She started the fire.
But they need to be with me Monday through Friday for school. Because I'm still doing that.
Are you married?
No, Your Honor.
You don't have any other minor children either, right?
Negative.
Okay. And what is the source of your income? Is this VA disability?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
So Your Honor, we're showing VA benefits and military retirement. Is that correct, sir?
No, it is not.
She was the only, I don't know if she was the only one who saw it. I think Fozzie saw it too. I did not see it. And then when the stream was over and I went into Discord, I lost my mind when they showed me that. That was the greatest thing that ever happened. Guys, for people who can't see chat, Victoria is here from Judge Fleischer's courtroom, and the Wednesday she held up a Court Vibes logo in his courtroom while court was going on. And it was on a day where Colin told me that I should put a watermark in my video because it'll help YouTube, show differences so they won't demonetize me again. Or I'll get... So Carolyn said in the middle of the stream, she's like, hey, your logo's there. Your logo's there. And I said, yeah, I know. Colin told me to do that. And I missed it. I missed it all. Oh, Victoria, I have a question, okay? So we're trying to figure out Melissa and Victoria. So later, we're about to show Fleischer real soon. And I stop it. So, aw, thanks. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Anyway, I have two women in a circle coming up. I feel like putting it on now. You have to let me know if... See, it confuses me because it looks like Judge Fleischer turns to the left when he talks to Victoria. That's you. But there's 2 girls sitting to his right that I have circled in this clip coming up, and I'm trying to figure out if that's you and Melissa or not. But we're gonna figure it out. We really, really are. But we have to get there first. We have to get through this craziness first.
It's all VA disability?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm
It says-
retired from the Army, but that's medically, so I retain my health benefits. I get paid from VA.
Okay.
Okay, but
That's-
we're showing two different checks per month.
There is one check, ma'am. The military doesn't pay me, and they haven't paid me since 2017.
Okay, Your Honor, this is reported earnings from 2023.
I didn't report any earnings from the military. I
Not
cut
from you.
hair.
Not from you. They got it from a different source.
Oh, there's a lawsuit for earplugs, but that's not military.
That's not it. And it doesn't show that how many paychecks it is. It just says you have non-taxable income, $6,913 a month.
Negative.
VA part, Your Honor, is $43.20 per month, I believe.
That's what I get.
So, Ms. Foster, what else did you show as the source of other income?
So we're showing reported earnings through NDNH, the National Database of New Hires, which shows United States military retired, and it says $77.79 per month for 2023 for the first 3 quarters.
Ma'am, are you sure that's me and not somebody else with my initials? Possibly another Michael Andre Sherman?
First of all, it's saying that it was for the first 3 quarters of last year. So that's only through September. Did you have the second source of income at any point last year?
I cut hair, Your Honor. I haven't done nothing for the military.
Okay, no, that's a no. Okay, that's fine. And I've got mother's income is 2,513 gross per month. Sound right, Ms.
Yeah.
Sherman?
Yes,
And she said that job just started, correct, ma'am?
yes, I just started this job.
So we did 20 hours per week. Sorry, 29 hours per week at 20 per hour.
So the guideline amount of support, assuming that that second paycheck doesn't exist, is 536. And that assumes that each of you is claiming 2 of the kids on taxes.
I
No,
didn't
Your
claim
Honor. I
He
claimed
claimed
all 4. They were with me.
I'm talking about going forward though. Right now, it is 50-50. You're saying what you want it to be is that they're with you during the week, but right now that isn't happening.
Honestly, Your Honor, I've been trying to stop child support because the number just keep going up.
Well, the 500 was an agreement. The guideline was higher than that.
Right.
Is there cash aid right now, Ms. Foster?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So in addition to working, mother is getting some cash aid. How much are you getting?
I thought they cut that off. But yeah, I was getting like 9 at first, and then it went up.
1,573
For cash aid?
for 4 kids. Yeah,
Well, but she's got income of,
she just started that job.
well, that's true.
Excuse me. The kids are registered at my school and have been with me. There's one child registered in her school district, and that is simply because they said I made too much for her to be in my school district. They've been with
Guys, our chat is so great that I just started a poll and I asked if anybody in chat even knew there was a court case going on over here. 68% said yes, but I think 50% of them are lying because the chat is just too good. It just is.
me. There shouldn't be any aid for either kid.
Come back.
Come back.
I'm pretty sure she's talking to my child, Your Honor.
Sorry.
to one of your kids that's with her right now?
She has all four right now because I don't have an issue with joint custody, Your Honor, as long as my kids get to school. We were supposed to come here for child support to stop because I am doing way more than what is believed. And I can't afford to do all that and pay for these kids. Like, I can't even get a place right now because I say I owe too much. My tax return just got taken, which, cool, keep it. The number went from 32 to 22. That's great. Or my credit report shows 24, but somebody from child support called me and said 22. But like this number, I need this number to come down. The kids have been with me until February. January last year until February this year.
Yeah, but this wasn't even filed till March, and so I wouldn't do anything until April.
I didn't even know that there was aid being given. Me and mom were talking, and I said, hey, cut off child support so I stop being charged and I can start knocking this debt down. She was agreeing and saying that she was trying to and they wasn't helping her. I finally speak to my caseworker and I get told that she's been getting cash aid since last year. And that's when I showed the school district paper to show that they've been with me, or at least the other three, like they were with me. There
So,
shouldn't have been any aid given.
Ma'am, do you agree that he had them all the time, starting in January?
Not all the time, no, but he did. At that time, I was actually homeless. I got homeless in March, and he was still in his apartment. The kids were with me, still going to their old school up until I lost my apartment, or I left my apartment. So then he did have a home. They went with me to the South. We agreed that I was going to put the kids in school there. However, he took it upon himself and put them in a different school closer to him. And then I did not have a car. So that is
When
accurate.
did you lose your apartment?
In March of last year.
Of last year?
Of last year, correct.
Okay.
Okay, and we're showing you went on cash aid with them in May. So he had them primarily at that time?
Kind of, it's around summer because it was kind of going back and forth, but he is accurate. They were on his address for school and they were there.
Yeah, they were going to and from school from his house.
Correct.
Okay.
So then what about summer of 2023? Were they with him?
It was kind of mixed. They were both because I was still in the South, I believe, at that time. So it was kind of back and forth.
No, I'm sorry, you were still what?
I was in the South area, which is, he's in the North, and I was in the South area at that time. So they were kind of going back and forth. So I would say like a mix.
Okay, well, where were you living? Because you had lost your apartment.
I was staying with my sister. She lives in the South area.
Okay. Well, were they able to spend the night with you there?
Yes, they were there several times, and so yes.
So it still sounds like they were with the father more of the summer than they were with you.
It was kind of mixed, but yeah. They weren't in school at that time, so they were back and forth.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir. You keep wanting to say something, but
yeah, I'm sorry, Your Honor, because there's things that I will wholeheartedly agree to, but there was a lot of untruths that just came out. She was going back and forth between her mom house and her sister house. Her mom lived in the North, her sister lived in the South. I would take the kids to her grandma's house and she would get them on a weekend every now and then. Because I'm like, hey, I need a break. Can you take them for the weekend? I got to do something. She'll take them. I come back to her mama's house to pick them up. I wouldn't go to the South Side. I made that a point because I'm not trying to go so far out my way to go pick them up when I'm picking them up and dropping them off. And I understand she going through stuff. Then on top of that, after so many months of me just like going back and forth to dropping them off at her grandma's house, yeah, I want to say in like May or August, she picked them up from my house and took all of them to a shelter in Oak Park. And I had to come down there and make a whole fuss to get my kids back. And then like, none of that went down. It did not, no, not at all. They were with me. My mom even came out for my graduation and was like, why do you have the kids? So much. No. She went through stuff. She was going through stuff towards the end of 2022 and the beginning of 2023. And then she was trying to get her stuff together, and I was being understanding, and they would stay with me for a week. They would go with her for a weekend, and they would come be with me for like a week or two, and then they would go with her for a weekend. I had wrote all this stuff down. I have it in my, my partner
Okay, but
has most
all
of it.
of that is last year, which I can't change. And I'm making a note of that. And then you lost your apartment, and that's when it started being more equal. And
For
where
now.
are you now?
In an extended stay in Arden. I applied for a place that I was hoping to move into this Friday, but I got hit with like 2 things in collections. So I just had to pay those. I should be in a place hopefully by the middle of June. Like, I've been trying to take care of stuff so that my credit is good. I got these kids into San Juan School District. I was the one taking them to school at Twin Rivers, and it was horrible. The teachers were horrible.
Where are they going to school now?
Jabari goes to Miraloma. Sarai and Jaden go to Winston Churchill, and I got Samaya registered. She'll be at Whitney Ave Elementary. So Jabari, Jabari's in an after-school program. They're working towards getting his grades up so he can get into college. Sarai showed me some stuff for some after-school programs. Right now, it's been pretty wild. I think my son is going through stuff, and he about to be 18 this year, so I'm trying to help him navigate through all that stuff. And we're having issues right now. He's repeating the 10th grade. Okay. He said he enjoyed the school, and he likes the people that's there, and they trying to do good stuff. So I'm trying to make sure that they stay there.
Well, those are all good schools. I'm familiar with all of them. My daughter went to Winston Churchill in the IB
They gave
program.
my kids bikes.
A friend of mine was teacher at Whitney for a long time, so familiar with the schools. So, Ms. Foster, do you have any objection to just confirming the existing order?
I would like a finding of guideline, Your Honor.
It's less than a 10% difference.
No, I'm fine with that. I just want to make sure we have a guideline calc. So when we're trying to compare next time that we have.
Yeah.
So I reran it with him head of household 5.
Maya, get over here.
Or did you want it at head of household 3?
Yeah, I mean, based on what's been going on this year, it's kind of household 3 for each of them.
Okay.
And they
So
both have
guideline is
earnings
the
now.
536.
Right.
And the court's confirming the 500.
Yes.
Okay.
So there's no way I can get off of child support?
No. And again, it's not her request. If she gets off aid, then that'll go away. But the aid that she's collecting is a big number.
I need aid too. They won't even give it to me. I can't even get an appointment.
Right.
And then on top of that, now
So, I mean, what I'm saying to you though is I'm doing the best that I can for you.
Roger that.
I mean, the more we talk about it, the more DCSS is going to want to go back and look at what is it if you claim all 4 kids, and that's going to make it a much bigger number.
Your Honor, the other thing is, I don't know if they said when Jabari is going to graduate. Is that next spring? So like
no, he got held back, and so we're trying to figure out ways to get his credits up.
He's going to emancipate in October of 2025.
He does, yes. This year he turns 18.
So the current order is
no, but support continues until he turns 18 unless he continues as a full-time high school student, which he will. And so then since he won't have graduated when he turns 19, it's when he turns 19 that it stops. That's why it stops October of next year.
Your Honor, the current order is unallocated. So the only reason I was bringing that up was to see whether the court wanted to consider changing that or not.
Wait a minute. Go in the house. Go in the house, please.
Changing what?
I thought I was muted.
So with
The
an
last
unallocated
order that we made was $500 for all 4 children unallocated, meaning that unless we modified it, it would stay $500 whether there were 4 children or 1 child. Okay. Until all 4 children had emancipated, it was going to stay at $500.
Okay.
The allocation is weird though, Your Honor, on the.
No, I know.
Okay.
I know. And so at this point, I'm just going to leave it unallocated for now.
Okay.
but we've got a year and a half before that's going to be an issue.
Right.
Okay, can I get credit for the last year at least? So this number goes down?
No, you may not.
No, wait, I'm not sure what you mean.
Well, I still owe $22,000 after they took my taxes. Can I get credit for having the kids with me a majority of the time? They were with me even when they were going to schools to what was that, Oakdale and Foothill. I was still the one taking them to school and picking them up.
I think the problem is the current order was based on 50-50 timeshare, and it wasn't a full change of custody from her to you. So the case law doesn't really apply for custody credits.
That's correct.
I don't understand what that means.
I should have brought you to court last year when you lost your crib and the kids started staying with me more often.
That's
and
what
then that would have
that's
made the
what it
number
means.
go down.
Yeah, correct.
That's not even cool. That would make me feel worse as a person. That's kicking her as she down, which is exactly what's going on to me.
But it isn't her money to do anything about. That's the problem.
Roger that.
All right. Sorry, I couldn't do more. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. Bye, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
He's in a tough spot. He had the kids way more than her. He had to pay child support, which I think just went up. A lot of child support. He's $22,000 in arrears, and she's not even getting any of that money because she's on assistance. So the state takes that money. So he's paying into the state, and he can't do anything about child support unless she would get off assistance, which I don't think she has a job, she said. So she's not getting off assistance. So, he has to keep paying that much child support, even though he has the kids. Now, they just kept the order the same because his house burnt down, and now temporarily she has the kids more than him. But I bet you as soon as he finds a place, or if they get him set up somewhere, those kids are going right back to his house. I know it. I know it. Because, I just know. Oh, man. All right, it's time. Let's get to Fleischer. Oh, wait. Nope. I'm not going to get to Fleischer. Hold on. We're going to do this for Fozzie. We have to find the name of this guy for Fozzie. So,
Yeah, this
I need
comes
to make
out
it bigger for me.
a far cry less than what he earned in.
He's in here somewhere. Hold on. We just need to catch the beginning of it real quick. These are all the child support cases that we went through that I went through today to find those two. Here we go. Let's go back to the beginning of this. Fozzie, you better be paying attention because I'm not.
God, he's fast.
What's that?
Saving the calculations.
Oh, did he do it before you?
Yeah. I think he did it as soon as I'd said what the amount was. Just, okay, boom, let's save it. Probably had it in the folder already.
Dinah, you're right. You're right.
Okay, so
Here we go. He's about to say it.
okay, Mom is here on 17. Okay.
All right, maybe not.
And I can see both of you, but I couldn't. Mr. Cooper.
Cooper.
Yes, sir.
All right, we did it. We found Cooper's name. Blake Cooper. And it's in California. I'm pretty sure it's in California. It's in oh, I can't remember what county it's in, but once I find out, I'll tell you. You had a huge docket today. I don't even have the whole docket. And unfortunately, Fleischer gets really good near the end of the docket, but I don't have that today. I have the first part of the docket because the docket was too long to have the whole docket. But don't worry, I'm going to play the whole docket, just not today. I might have muted him. No, I'm just kidding. Fozzie, I didn't mute you. It's Sarah. Sarah-TX. That's Fozzie. And you know why it's Fozzie? Because he changed his name to Sarah. Because I told him to. And now he can't change it back for like 10 more days. YouTube won't let him. So now everywhere he goes, he's Sarah. And he's a bit emotional today, so be nice. All right, here we go. Here we go, guys. Here we go.
In this case, above all else in your life, do not drive. Because I will guarantee you, you will be doing a substantial amount of time, more than 17 days. He's also no drugs, no alcohol as well. Okay.
We talked about that.
Okay, guys.
Pase a la izquierda, por favor. Pase con ella. Who's your other guy? Moreno, Pablo Moreno. I would call him up there. Señor Moreno.
So Moreno, right?
That's right. Pablo, yes.
I don't see you attached to it. Did you file an attorney record?
We did. File another one online right now. Ya sabe cómo es esto. Me llamo Luis, el intérprete, mucho gusto. Solamente mira al juez y le habla en español en voz alta, como la voz mía.
Good morning, Ms. Moreno.
Buenos días, señor Moreno. Good morning.
Sir, you were charged with criminal trespass of a habitation or shelter. That allegation kicks it up to a Class A misdemeanor. So you are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. Please don't say anything, sir. Okay.
On 4/29/2024, officers were dispatched to a criminal mischief call in Harris County, Texas. The complaint stated she was at her home with the defendant barged in through the back door of her home. The complainant stated the door is damaged and can be opened if pushed hard enough. The complainant stated the defendant entered and began ranting to her about the complainant's mother. The complainant stated she told him to get out multiple times and he would not listen, continuing his rant. The complainant stated the defendant does not live at 9942 Hines, which is her home, residence. And she did not invite the defendant in, as well as told him to leave multiple times. Later, officers dispatched to a disturbance in the same location. The complainant witness stated the defendant was in the backyard. The defendant was arrested for trespass.
Okay. Mr. Moreno, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. Are you a citizen of the United States?
No.
No. Are you in this country with or without permission?
Without permission.
Know what happens if you go to jail?
¿Usted sabe lo que pasa, señor, si va a una cárcel?
What happens?
¿Qué pasa?
Podría ser deportado.
I could be deported. Claro.
Pero wait in custody for a year to see whether immigration will do that and how long it takes. You will sit in custody with the ability to not get out. You were lucky to get out once. Don't push your luck. The next time you go to jail, you may be there for a very long time. I'm now putting conditions on your bond that if you violate these conditions, I will put you in jail. You're not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case and not to go back where this person lives. You understand?
Tiene que hablar.
Sí.
Yes.
Violate these conditions. Like I said, I will revoke your bond. I will put you in jail. And if you're unlucky enough, you will be there for a very long time. You have a lawyer. He will help you out. You must stay in contact with him. If he tells me that he can't get a hold of you, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. All right. I'll have you go to Ramona. We'll have you sign a reset. After that, I'm going to have you take a seat in the jury box while we get your bond conditions. We'll have you sign it. And after that, you'll be free to go.
Judge, I just want to clarify the 9946 is his physical address. 9942 is the neighbor's address. It's his daughter that lives there. He understands the no contact, but they are next to each other.
Is the complainant the daughter?
It's his daughter.
Okay.
So I just want to make sure that the court is aware that they are going to be next to each other, but you understand no contact.
I understand that's your daughter, but as far as we know, she doesn't want you to go over there.
No quiere que usted vaya allá.
Don't go close.
No, ni se acerque.
You understand?
¿Usted entendió, señor? Yes, sir.
Will not get any more warnings.
No va a recibir ninguna otra advertencia.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. So if you can do no contact. Good morning, Mr. Bell.
Morning, Your Honor.
So you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during questions and interviews of the state of Texas. If you cannot afford a lawyer will be appointed to represent you, sir. Please don't say anything.
Unfortunately, 24 officers were checking by on a crash, a major crash, non-fatal in Harris County, Texas. Will witness saw accident. The defendant had signs of the glassy eyes and staggering.
All right, guys, listen. You should all clip this part right here and save it, right? Wait, I'm getting there, Sarah. Hold on, I'm getting there. So, clip it. And in like 20 years, show your grandkids this clip and how everybody's dressed and say, yep, this is an original court case from late 70s, early 80s. They'll believe you. They really will. And don't worry. If they say, wait, is that a cell phone? Do they have a cell phone? Just say, no, that's not a cell phone. This is the 70s. And our math teachers always told us in the 70s that we had to learn math the right way because we can't carry a calculator with us all the time. So we all rebelled and we all carried calculators around. It's just a calculator. Cell phones. And they'll believe you. They will believe you.
STs for HGN 6 out of 6 clues, 5 out of 8 were concerns. Affian did not test the one-leg stand test due to the defendant claiming an injury to his leg. The defendant stated he had taken prescription medication prior to driving and that the symptoms included no operating heavy machinery and or could cause drowsiness. The DIC read declined blood warrant signed and executed at St. Joseph's.
Did I miss what was the stop?
Crash. It was a crash.
That's right. You said it was a crash. Mr. Bell, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. Do you have a valid Texas driver license?
Yes, sir.
Do you have valid liability insurance in your name?
Okay.
Okay. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If you're going to take prescriptive medication that's a narcotic, don't get into a car.
Right.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Are you taking any prescriptive narcotic
Yes, sir.
medication?
It's an heart failure that to operate on me, so I take like 7 pills in the morning for my heart.
What are you taking?
Cenopril, I take Lacey, furosemide, I got a bunch of them. I can bring you.
No, I just want to make sure that you're not taking any narcotics before you get into a car.
I know all of them say may cause drowsiness.
So don't get into a car anymore.
Yes, sir.
If you've taken it. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or some kind of drug that you're not supposed to, I will put you in jail. Do you understand, sir? Okay. We're going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. So I'm going to have you go to Ramona, sign a reset. After that, you'll get with pretrial for your bond conditions. And then after that, you'll be free to go, sir. When you come back, please have a lawyer.
Thank you.
All right, whoever said blue yesterday with bow tie wins. I happen to have said blue with bow tie.
Can you look to make sure there's no prior to eyes, please? Daniel Avila. Mr. Avila, you're charged with tampering with a government record. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay.
So on April 28, 2024, officer in Harris County, Texas, conducted a traffic stop for the license plate not returning back to any car. Defendant claimed ownership of vehicle and just did not get the title. He stated license plates just appear on the car every couple of months.
Mr. Avila, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. Do you have a valid Texas driver license? You were not allowed to drive. Do you understand? You will be signing an affidavit with me today promising me that you're not going to drive. I don't care what's going on in your life. I don't care if you have a baby, you need groceries. If you get in a car and drive, I will have a contempt hearing. You'll be facing an additional 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time you get in a car and drive. How old are you? What do you do for a living? Who do you live with? Is any one of them here now?
My brother.
Did you want to apply for an appointed lawyer, Ms. Avila? Okay, I'm going to give you an application. I'm going to have you talk to a lawyer today. Do not pick up any new cases. No smoking dope. Otherwise, I will put you in jail. And I'm telling you now, I'm going to make your bond so high you're going to flip. You will not get any more PR bonds. Do you understand? The worst thing you can possibly do is get into a car and drive. If you get a license and insurance, come back and we can talk about you driving, but you must get approval with me first. Don't just get into a car and drive. All right. Do you have a physical license on you?
I have a state ID.
Go get a Texas driver license, get insurance, come back to me and we can talk about you driving. Okay? All right. But I'm going to give you a lawyer today anyways, and then you guys can hash it out. Go to Ramona. We'll have you sign a receipt. And after that, I'm going to have you take a seat in the jury box, and then we need you to swear to this as well.
All right, I muted him for a second because I don't care about him right now. Look at the two ladies to his right. See her standing up? Where did my circles go? So I was going to say, is that Melissa and Victoria? But Victoria didn't work today or at this day. So neither of them are Victoria. But I wonder if one of them are Melissa. I don't know if you can see them anymore. Hold on. I'm going to try to rewind it just 10 seconds. There. See, there's two ladies. This one gets up in a second, so you can see her better. It's hard to see her. It always looks like Judge Fleischer turns to his left to talk to Victoria, but maybe I'm wrong. But no, it's not Melissa and Victoria. Victoria wasn't there. All right, now we can focus on the judge again. Not the machines behind his madness.
EDPs,
Emotionally disturbed person.
an emotionally disturbed person. Hi, Mr. Kim. Mr. Estrada Martinez. Good morning. Sir, you're charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you.
That was Melissa. It's confirmed. We just don't know. When he talks to Victoria, doesn't he turn left? Doesn't he turn to his left and say, hey, Victoria, da da da? Maybe not. Maybe everybody's on his right and the jury box is on his left and there's no one there. But there was Melissa. We got to see Melissa. Thank you, Victoria. Hi, security.
The right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay.
On April 29, 2024, officers observed a Hispanic male loitering outside of a convenience store in Harris County, Texas, drinking a beer in public. This location has several no loitering signs posted on the outside of the business, which are clearly visible and legible. As officers approached, officers observed a handgun protruding out of the male's right pant pocket, clearly visible, not in a holster. Officer then detained the male for unlawful carrying weapon due to the handgun possessed in plain view, not in a holster in a public place.
Was he was outside or was he inside?
Outside. loitering outside of a convenience store. Basically, it was like drinking beer outside of the convenience store where there are signs of no loitering. Approaching him, they saw the gun protruding from his pants pocket, not in a holster.
Did you say that it's in plain view? Is that what you said? You said it was in plain view?
That's what, according to the,
Okay, all right, Mr. Estrada Martinez, I'm gonna find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm gonna order you as a condition of your bond not to be in possession of any weapons, sir. If you violate this condition, I will put you in jail. How old are you, sir?
I'm 24.
What do you do for a living?
Nothing. At home.
You don't work?
I mean, I was, but I quit. It wasn't enough, you know.
You don't like money?
Yeah. I like money.
How do you get it then?
I work, but I ain't employed right at the moment, sir.
We're gonna reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. You need a lawyer to represent you in this case, all right?
Oh, I had a question though. That's my daily carry, I've been stopped with it before.
Don't talk about the case. I've got a bunch of DAs here. Anything you say, they're gonna use it against you. Just don't. When you have a lawyer, you explain your side to the lawyer, they can go to bat for you, okay? Just don't, now it's not the time.
All right.
So I'm gonna have you go to Ramona, we'll have you sign a reset. After that, I'm gonna have you take your seat in the juror box. I'll get your bond condition, we'll have you sign it, and then you'll be free to go.
Sir.
Don't pick up any new cases.
Sir.
That's
Go.
who's beside Melissa. It's Ramona.
Yeah. Can you file no weapons, please, guys? Yeah, on Estrada Martinez. Good morning, Ms. Denman. Ma'am, you're charged with theft. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. Guys, hey, keep it down, please. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. If you cannot afford a lawyer,
Sorry, Judge.
a lawyer will be appointed to represent you, man. Okay.
It's a 2B warrant, Your Honor. Officers responded to a theft call at City Gear Store located at 8202 Kirby Drive and met with the regional LP manager who stated that he was checking their records of the top employees that had the most canceled transactions. And after further investigation, he learned that the defendant had multiple canceled transactions, followed by no sales transactions. Complainant stated that for the past 30 days, the defendant had 7 canceled transactions and was observed bagging up customers' items selected from the sales floor. Defendant was given an unknown amount of money to which she put the money in her pocket. The unknown customer then grabbed the bag and left the store. Total amount, $1,043.92. Criminal history, theft of property, less than $500, greater than 15, equal $500.
How many prior thefts we talking?
One. That was in 2009, convicted one modification, and class C's without.
So this could be a felony.
Oh boy, he's quiet.
Ms. Denman.
Oh.
I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. It's very possible that this gets elevated to a felony offense, man. And then you're looking at years instead of days. Well, be very, very careful. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case whatsoever. Where is it from, Kevin? Do you know? The actual theft. Where was she working at?
It says City Gear Store. 8202 Kirby Drive. You're speaking of the curb, correct? Speaking about this.
Yes, right, where,
The city gear store.
okay. So can you file the conditions, no contact with either the complaining witness or going back to this location, please?
Yes, Sarah, dad disappointment. That's what it feels like. Sorry,
I'm
Judge.
assuming that you were terminated from the location, Ms. Denman. What do you do for a living now?
I currently don't work. I'm unemployed right now.
How do you support yourself?
Right now I stay with my husband's mom. Yes,
Okay. So you're married.
yes.
What does your husband do for a living?
Right now he's out of work. He just had surgery.
Ma'am, did you want to apply for an appointed lawyer?
I would like to.
Okay. Do you mind giving her an application, please? Deputy? Do you mind giving her an application? There should be one there. Ma'am, do not pick up any new cases, otherwise I will put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. You understand? Yes. I'm going to give you an application. I'm going to have you go to Ramona. We're going to have you sign for a reset. After that, I'm going to have you take your seat in the jury box. Do not leave until you sign our bond conditions, ma'am. And then I'll have you talk to a lawyer today. Please. Jesus Mancilas.
Yes. Good morning, Your Honor.
Sir, you're charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during questions and interviews with the state of Texas. If you cannot afford a lawyer will be appointed to represent you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, what's the name?
Mancilas. So it's M-A-N-C-I.
Jesus?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm ready.
Complainant witness and the defendant are married, Your Honor, and on 4/28/2024, the complainant and the defendant were having a verbal argument at their home in Harris County, Texas. The defendant slapped the complainant witness in the face with an open palm 4 times, causing complainant to feel pain as well as leaving a bloody scratch and visible redness on the left side of CW's face. Defendant then pulled CW by her arm across the floor, causing the complainant to feel pain in her right leg. Defendant's friend was present and witnessed defendant hit the complainant. The friend was the one who got defendant to stop assaulting the complainant.
Mr. Mancilas, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm now ordering you, a condition of your bond is not to have any contact with this person whatsoever. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I'm also ordering you to not have any weapons as well. It looks like a protective order was issued on the 29th of last month. I suggest you get to know it. If you do something to violate that protective order, the state can and will file a violation of a protective order against you. And that's one of the worst cases you can pick up. You violate those conditions, I can hold you at no bond, and I'll do it in a heartbeat to protect the public.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand?
I do, Your Honor.
I will have you go to Ramona. I see that you do have an attorney. Because you have an attorney, I will waive your appearance, but you must stay in touch with Mr. Fleming, and he'll tell you if and when you have to come back to court. Do not pick up any new cases. You understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll have you go to Ramona, sign a reset. After that, I'll have you take you to the jury box. I'm going to have you sign another court order permanently barring you from having any contact with her or any weapons.
Yes, sir.
After that, you'll be free to wait for your lawyer back.
Thanks, sir.
Please. Is it Shaquita, right?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Mitchell, you're you're charged with 1 count of assault bodily injury. You're also charged with 1 count of terroristic threat. On the assault, you're facing a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. On the terroristic threat, you're facing up to 6 months in jail and a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Yes, Your Honor, on April 28, 2024, officers were dispatched in Harris County, Texas. The complainant called the police due to being assaulted and threatened by a defendant. Defendant was intoxicated from drinking. Defendant began pushing complainant in the head with an open hand and held her against the car and said, "Call your daughter." Defendant told her that she is not welcome around, told the complainant that she would beat her ass in front of everybody. Defendant took her lawn chair that she was going to sit down in and told her that she is not welcome around here.
She didn't hit her with the lawn chair, did she?
Not yet, I haven't read it yet. Defendant told the CW that she got some gang people have them come shoot this motherfucker up. Ms. Allen stated that she is afraid of retaliation because she and defendant Mitchell lives in the same apartment complex. According to the accusatory instrument, Your Honor, it appears that she just assaulted her by putting her hand with an open hand, held her against the car and told her to call her daughter. So.
He didn't say push, he just said held against the car. Do you have any kind of injury?
I'm sorry, this says the defendant began pushing CW in the head the first time, pushing CW in the head with an open hand and held her against the car and told her to call her daughter.
Do you have any kind of pain allegation?
Yeah, but did she try to run her over with the car? Twice.
You know, Miss Mitchell.
The officer swore that the complainant told him that she felt pain when the defendant pushed her. That was the very bottom question.
Okay.
Pretty long ago.
Yeah.
I will just read.
I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward on both of your cases, ma'am. I'm now ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you like crazy. If I find that you're consuming alcohol, I will put you in jail in a heartbeat. Do you understand? You have a boatload of priors. Do all those stem from alcohol? It's a rhetorical question. I don't want you to answer. What I'm trying to tell you is that there are some people, when they drink, they become happy, like little bunnies jumping in the woods. And then there are people who turn into a Jekyll and Hyde type person when they start drinking.
I'm both.
Which one are you? I think I may know the answer. Don't drink anymore. Otherwise, I will keep you with me. And I'm going to tell you now, because I will deem you a public danger, I'll make your bond sky high, ma'am. You will not get any more PR bonds.
He's talking through clenched teeth a lot today.
College.
What does that mean? Preschool?
College.
You're in college? How old are you, ma'am?
How old am I?
How old are you?
38.
You're 38 and you're in college.
You go, girl.
How do you eat? How do you get money?
I don't work. My husband does. And I receive food stamps at the moment. And my property just got stolen, so I can't go to the shop now at the moment.
How are you paying for college?
Financial aid, my husband.
So you can afford a lawyer then, right?
No.
Why not? What does your husband do for a living?
He works for petroleum.
How much money does he make a month?
I don't know.
I need to know before I give you a lawyer. I need to know what your household income is. As part of your bond conditions, ma'am, I'm also ordering you not to have any contact with the or with the complaining witness in this case, and not to go within 200 feet of where she lives, or where she works, and not to be in possession of any weapons. Do you understand? I'm going to keep you on a tight leash. I don't want any issues, ma'am. I'll have you fill out an application now to see whether you qualify for an appointed lawyer. Do you mind giving an application, please, Deputy? I'm going to have you go to Ramona, sign a reset. After that, you'll get with pretrial for your bond conditions, ma'am. Hey, Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith, you're charged with assault of a family member, you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor, on September 2nd, 2023 in Harris County, Texas, officers were dispatched to a residence and met with complainant witness. Complainant said that her and defendant are sister and brother. Complainant got into an argument with defendant about defendant moving out. Defendant told the complainant that he was going to damage her car and proceeded to get tools from the garage where her car was. Complainant pushed defendant away from the tools, preventing him from damaging her property. Defendant then punched the complainant with a closed fist multiple times in the head, causing pain and injury. Complainant fell to the ground as a result of the punches. While on the ground, the defendant continued to punch the complainant in the head. Complainant was able to get up and retreat to her room. Defendant fled. Officers noted multiple areas of swelling and discoloration on complainant's head. Complainant's right ear was red with a cut behind the complainant's right ear.
Mr. Smith, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you not to have any contact with your sister. Do you understand? If I find that you have contact, I will put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bombs. Also looks like I don't see a protective order. Do you see one, Melissa? On Smith? Smith? Yeah. Okay. Mr. Smith, I'm entering what's called a magistrate's order for emergency protection. This is a MOA that identifies Brianna Alexa Mitchell as a protected individual. You cannot commit family violence or an assault against this person. Commit an act in furtherance of an offense under section 42.072 of the Texas Penal Code, which is the stalking statute. You cannot stalk, threaten, harass, use another person to communicate a threat or harassing behavior. You cannot be in possession of a weapon or go within 200 feet of 2930 Quail Hawk Drive. Do you understand? If you violate this, the state can and will file a violation of a protective order against you, and that's one of the worst cases that you can pick up. We are going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. But like I said, I'm also extending this for you not to have any contact with her and not to be in possession of weapons throughout the pendency of this case. I'm going to have you come up here, sign the order for protection. After that, I'm going to have you go to Ramona. We'll have you sign a reset. After that, I'm going to have you take a seat in the jury box while I get your bond condition. We'll have you sign it, and then we'll let you go. When you come back, please have a lawyer, sir.
Okay.
I have a 34, right? Do you have Valdez? Yeah, okay, that's all right. So Demario Valdez, sir, you're charged with verbal harassment. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or $2,000 fine. We're gonna do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay. Oh, whoa.
Uh-oh, what happened? This guy's in trouble, guys. Run.
This case is, what, a year old?
Oh, he doesn't like that at all.
Okay, please.
On July 15, 2023, in Harris County, Texas, officers were dispatched to a harassment call. Officer made contact with the complainant, who advised that she had arrived at her apartment complex, and when she got out of the car, made contact with the, sorry, Your Honor. Made contact with the complainant. The defendant began calling her a bitch and a hoe. Defendant then left and called the complainant and stated that your best friend is going to die, and then your sister, brother-in-law, niece, nephew are all going to die because of your actions. Defendant is the CW's ex-boyfriend.
Have we had court with Mr. Valdez? Was this a 2B? You mind checking? Has he taken off on us before? Page 33. Valdez, yeah, I see that he was given a GOB on.
It was a 2B, Judge.
Yeah, okay. Mr. Valdez, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna enter in an order for protection for Maria Garza. She is now identified as a protected individual. You cannot commit family violence or an assault against this person, commit an act in furtherance of an offense under section 42.072, which is the stalking statute. You're gonna threaten, harass, use another person to communicate a threat or harassing behavior. You do not be in possession of a weapon or go within 200 feet of where she lives or where she works. Do you understand? If you violate this court order, I will put you in jail. I'm gonna make your bond extremely high. You will not get any more PR bonds from us.
Can I say something, Your Honor?
You may not. No, now's not the time. I've got a bunch of DAs here. Anything you say, they're gonna just use against you. You need a lawyer to represent you, and then you can explain your side to the lawyer, and the lawyer will talk to them, and then you guys can try to come to a resolution to this.
Okay, Your Honor. It's just that we share custody with our kids, so.
I'm telling you, I don't care if you have a unicorn with her. No contact means no contact. You understand? You're gonna have to use an intermediary to have contact with her.
I love him.
When you get a lawyer, you can explain them to the situation. They'll tell you more how to do it with them. But when I mean no contact, I absolutely mean it. You do it, you'll go to jail faster than you understand. I'm gonna have you go to Ramona. We're gonna have you sign a reset. After that, I'm gonna put you in the jury box while I get all your bond conditions, while you sign it, and then you'll be free to go. When you come back, please have a lawyer, sir.
I don't care.
So many Monday, Thursday, that I'm starting to forget. So we need to make a list so I can also check in as well. So
Here, you did not print out his, says he has.
okay. So I guess let's finish this and then we'll.
This is Mr. Jillian, Your Honor.
With a J?
Yes, sir. Bottom of page.
Got it.
18.
Jeremiah Julian. Mr. Julian, you're charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir. Please don't say anything. Okay.
Officers conducted a traffic stop on a vehicle running red light by registration. Officers observed the driver making affirmative movement. Officer detected the odor of marijuana emitting from the vehicle. Defendant did not have an ID. Defendant ordered out of the vehicle and observed a plastic bag in the driver door, a green leafy substance. Probable cause search of the vehicle due to the odor of burnt marijuana. The officer located the green leafy substance in the door. Officer located marijuana, also located marijuana in the ashtray, located in the cup holder. Additionally, the officer allegedly located a backpack in the floor of the passenger side. Inside the backpack, an extended magazine and a white plant substance was found. A Glock 30 was found before the level on the passenger side with a round in the chamber. Defendant admitted to having the weapon for protection due to being shot before. Previous juvenile history of evading with the vehicle. And
you said that
sorry, Your Honor?
You said that there was a white something.
It says a white. A white plant substance was found.
A white plant substance. What is a white plant substance, Pavel? Mr. Julian, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. Do you have a valid Texas driver license?
No, sir.
And you are not allowed to drive. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You will be signing an affidavit. This is a court order that you're going to promise to me today. Two things. Number one, you will not have any weapons. Number two, you are not to drive. If I catch you with either, I will have a contempt hearing. You'll be facing an additional 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time you do either. Do you understand? You will get time inside there, but you will not be able to get out. You will be stuck like Chuck until you're done with your sentence. How old are you?
13.
What do you do for a living?
Got a job.
Did you graduate from high school?
No, sir.
Therein lies your first mission. You will graduate, and I'm now making it a condition of your bond to either get back in high school or get your GED. And if you do neither, then you will stay with me and you will get it while you're in custody.
I got my GED.
Oh, you have a GED?
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. That's all I wanted to know. Great. Good job. Now, what are you doing for the rest of your life?
I mean, I got a job. I'm trying to go to community college for welding.
That's a great goal to have. You're now picking up cases where you're shooting yourself in the foot, trying to realize that goal. This is going to really hurt you trying to get to that goal. Don't pick up any new cases, and I'm also ordering you not to smoke any more weed. You understand? No dope, no driving, and no weapons. Stay in school, straighten up and fly right. Otherwise, I will put a rod in you to make you straighten up and fly right. Mr. Julian, I'm going to tell you right now that I'm going to test you in 30 days for dope. You may not smoke from today on. Because I'm going to test you in 30 days from today. I'm going to make them do it. If you test positive 30 days from today for weed, you will go to jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. You understand? You want a lawyer today? You want me to give you a lawyer today? I will give you one. I need you to fill out an application for me. So what I'm going to do, let me see if I have it. I already have one on file. So now I'm going to have you go sign a reset with Ramona, and then I'm going to have you take your signature box, I'll find you someone, and you must sign bond conditions. Don't leave until both of those things happen. Head on over. Hey, Ramona, he needs to sign the affidavit though.
This is Mr. Cassius for a waiver, Your Honor.
Mr. Schneider, good morning, sir. You are wanted out of the state of Florida for robbery and domestic battery. Are you waiving formal extradition, sir? Okay. Nice. Thanks and good luck.
Verification of custody from December 29th through March 15th. The whole was placed on January the 11th.
This was for fraud out there, right? Not another.
She was on probation down in Galveston for that.
Got it. So what happened with that? Is she still on probation?
They amended her probation and then put her on a mental health caseload, and she's back on probation.
Good morning, Ms. Brown.
Good morning.
You know, you're looking at some serious. You're looking at some very serious time if that probation gets revoked in Galveston. You've already had one time that you picked up, at least with us that I know about, that they've filed a motion to revoke your probation. They're only going to do it so many times before they send you to lockup in Huntsville. Do you understand? If I were you now, you're now charged with a second DWI. You're facing a year in jail. You're pleading guilty to this offense today. It's going to go on your record. And with your record, if you ever get pulled over and you smell like alcohol or dope, you think the officers are going to be nice to you? Right. From now on, though, you're not my problem. Because from now on, if you ever pick up another DWI, you're facing yet another third-degree felony. You're looking at 2 to 10 in the penitentiary. Even the smell, just as little as a sip of wine, you will end up in custody facing 10 years. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So once you accept this agreement, you can never change this or undo this. How much credit does she have, Carl?
64 days.
Are we doing? So 66. So are we doing 30, 66? It's 30 days in jail, credit for the 66 days that you've done. I'm going to suspend your license for a year, ma'am. Do not drive until you get a license. Otherwise, you're going to be back here. And I'm telling you, they're going to file yet another motion to revoke in Galveston. And they're not as nice over there as they are over here. Do you understand? How do you plead to this offense, ma'am? Guilty or not guilty?
That's suspension from this date forward, or?
Yeah, I'm suspending it today for 1 year. Yeah. How do you plead to the offense, ma'am? Guilty or not guilty? I will find you guilty. I will follow the agreement. Good luck to you, man. Thanks, Carl. Oh,
Hi, Jay
hold on, ma'am. It's enhanced.
Yeah, it's just a priority.
Is it true or, well, is that the only enhancement?
Yes, Judge. We moved to abandon the.
Okay, it's abandoned. Okay, good luck, man. Thanks.
Your Honor, just so that she'll know, in case she wants to apply for an occupational license, what are your requirements?
I don't know if I'm gonna, I don't know. I mean, she has a second now. I don't know how well she's been. You know, she's on felony probation.
She's not driving her present time.
Give it some time. I want to see how well she does on probation and then I'll consider it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, thanks, Carl. Eric, hey, bud.
So I stopped it there because the stream is already 2 hours long. But there's more. And I'm going to play more at another time. Don't worry. Because I saw the end, and the end is really good. And maybe I should just find the end real quick right now and just play the end. I'm still going to play it. Hold on. Give me a second. I think I can find it real quick. I think this is it. Nope, that's just not it. Everybody talk amongst yourselves because it's really good at the end. Oh, I'm in the wrong folder. Here we are. Okay, I'm going to go to the end. Hold on. Gotta find the last guy he spoke to. Just so I don't want to pass it. There we go. This is him, I think. Here we go.
One here. Ask.
Be out of you.
All right. Hi, Kavita. Come on up, sir. How's jail?
Not good.
Really?
How's jail?
Kavita, what's his last name again?
West, Ja'Cory West. He picked up a BMV out of your court, but he has a probation in the 230th or 232nd. And because of that, he's got a hold. But I wanted to address his bond with you, Judge, to see if we can get it lowered from 10,000 and set conditions in the event that he does get a bond set upstairs and can make that bond. From my conversations with him, he told me he won't be able to make a bond, but I just want to make sure that he's not, sitting in there if his family can make.
Ma'am, upstairs, she just gave $80,000 of bond for someone who got into a fight. You think he's going to get a lower bond upstairs?
I ask you, how's jail? Because it must be really fun to wear orange. Really? In 22, you picked up evading in a motor vehicle. You picked up a theft. You picked up a burglar of a motor vehicle with us here in March of this year, actually. That case ended up getting dismissed because you got on 2 felony probations, one for a theft of $2,500 to $30,000. And then you also got on probation for an evading in a motor vehicle. So you're on 2 very serious felony probations. And now you pick up yet another burglary of a motor vehicle. I have no idea what happened on your case. So let's find out, Mr. West. All I know is that you're facing now yet another Class A misdemeanor burglary of a motor vehicle. So, you mind reading us what happened, please?
Yes, Your Honor. On February 29th, 2024, in Harris County, Texas, officers responded.
Well, that's awkward. Why did it stop? Hold on, we didn't get to see. Hold on.
To a discharge of a firearm call. On scene, officers observed three subjects, one with a shotgun wound. Also was told by the subjects that someone shot at them while they were standing in the apartment complex. Upon further investigations, officers discovered the subjects were shot at by the owner of the vehicle the subjects broke into. The owner of the vehicle told police that he saw the defendant and co-defendants break into his truck, and so he shot at them. There was a fourth defendant later found hiding in a wooded area by the apartments. Of course, you already know the criminal history, Your Honor, 2021, 5-year probation, evading arrest with vehicle.
So we have 3 other co-defendants? How many got shot?
What?
What's his status?
He's alive. Yeah.
That's what happens on these cases. What do you think? You live in Montana? You live in Houston, where people like their guns. And when you do that in a car, you're liable to get shot. And you're lucky you didn't get shot. Now, let me ask you, Mr. West, do you think that I should lower your bond? Do you think that I should let you out? That's the right answer. Because you know what? Sometimes we have to save people from themselves because they're their own worst enemy. And that's you, your own worst enemy. Perhaps by here, you're not going to get shot and killed. As it stands now, you're being held at no bond on your felony cases. With me, your bond is set at $10,000. Not even Bambi could convince me to make it lower because I think you are a danger to the public. I truly do, Mr. West. And it's time for you to grow on up before you get shot. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So, Evita, I mean, for now, it's a moot point because he's being held at no bond. But, you know, I got to think that there's only so many times you're going to evade a bullet before it really gets you in the boo-boo. Don't let it get you in the boo-boo. Thanks.
We see so many judges, and they just, they just talk over the inmate, or they just, push them through. Like, here's your bond. That's it. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Here's your bond. No, I'm not answering any questions. Let's go. He talks to each one of them. Like, he's trying to help them. He really is. And we don't see that with all the other judges. And I'm not saying all the other judges do a bad job at all. I'm absolutely not. They got a hard job. And I know I couldn't do it. I know there's many decisions these judges make that I couldn't do it. But he does a good job. He just really does a good job. I wonder how many of them, get out and are about to do something stupid, and then they remember, they think of what did Fleischer just say to me? Maybe I shouldn't, because I don't want to be there again. I don't want the judge to talk about Bambi in front of me again, because it's really sad. The mom, poor mommy. Anyway, that's it. That's it for today. Because listen, guys, courts open up soon, and if I don't get ready, then my vibers won't have anybody to talk to in 24 hours, because I won't be here, because I won't have any content. I'm gonna try to get some good divorce today. That's my goal. Or custody. Divorce or custody. Yep. Thanks, Carolyn with a C. One day older, one day wiser. That's you. Thank you so much, Victoria, for coming out. Colin, I doubt you're still here, but thank you so much for popping in, Colin. That was really exciting and very awesome. Everybody in chat, you distracted me. I missed a whole clip. Oh, man. I'm going to find you and talk to you. Oh, room. Thanks, Fozzie. Fozzie, you're awesome. God, my mods are the best. My mods are so good. I pity all the other chats. I just do. I do have more. Last night they streamed more of the Australian trial, and I thought it was over, so I got it, and I gotta start taking things off of my Patreon. Oh, Donald, have fun with Colin. Go court crawl today. It's so exciting. I'm gonna try to watch whatever I can. I'm gonna try to find you if I'm not recording, but I'm probably gonna be recording. Oh, have a great day, Victoria. Hold the fort down. Keep the judge's blood pressure down. And put a seatbelt on his chair so he doesn't fly out of it one of these days. Donald, have fun, man. We're all with you. We're all super, super excited for you. All Red, thank you. All right, guys. Have a great day. Behave. Please don't be on one of my court videos. Please. Or do. You know, it's up to you. I'm not your mom. If you do get arrested, please do something wild and crazy.